Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about how I set up this A5 Rings organizer as a home management planner. So I will do a complete flip through of the planner, and I'm also going to link all of the printable inserts that I used and all of the accessories that I bought to create this planner. So I hope you'll stick around.
Welcome to No Sheen at Home, where I share my love of gardening, journaling, and home improvement projects. Please subscribe, give this video a like, and don't forget to hit the notification bell.
The planner that I'm using is the Moterm A5 Veg Tan Leather Luxe 2.0 planner. That's like a whole mouthful, but it is like basically their largest rings planner. And I did a whole video 3 weeks ago where I like unboxed this planner and I set it up. Originally, I had intended for this planner to be a weight loss journal because I started a weight loss program in the beginning of January, and I just wanted to have a place to like meal track, keep track of my serving sizes, journal about my progress, and like save recipes and stuff. And I did do all of that in here. And then I realized that I still had a lot of space left over in this planner. So this is a 30mm rings planner. So the rings are really big. And with all of the stuff I was using for my weight loss journal, like I still had a lot of space left over in here. So I was like, what else can I use this for so that I'm really getting good use out of it? And so what I finally decided to do with it is turn it into a home management planner. Now I still have like the meal tracking piece of that all in here, but there are several other sections that I added. And as you can see, it is now like pretty chunky and well utilized. So I'm really, really happy with how I set this up. So I just wanted to do a flip through and show you guys, especially those of you who might be moms or dads, who like want to create something like this. This will maybe give you some ideas. So very quickly, again, this is the Veg Tan Leather in Midnight. It's the A5 size, the Luxe size, which means the rings are 30mm. And it does come with this leather flyleaf, which I haven't really used it for anything yet, but I did stick my pen in here. This is a Pentel Energel Cleana gel pen that I use. And I have this little card here. It's a printable with a little cute little gold clip here that is in the shape of a fountain pen nib. And I only have a couple things in the pocket, so I'll just show you real quick. I haven't put a lot in here yet. I just have these little page markers, and then I have some craft paper sticky notes. So let's just get right into the flip through. So the first thing that I have is this lifter. It's like a frosted plastic lifter. This was part of a set that I bought on Amazon that is Moterm brand, but I bought it on Amazon. It comes with 2 of these lifters. It comes with a plastic bookmark, a zip pocket, like a zipper pouch pocket, a card holder, and I think that's it. So that was the set. So you'll see like more stuff from this set as I continue to flip through. This is a vellum custom dashboard that I bought on an Etsy shop called TheMinimaPlanner. And I will link all of these Etsy shops that I reference below. So she made this for me with my name, No Sheen, and then you can put whatever quote you want. So I put this quote: there are dreamers and there are planners. The planners make their dreams come true. I don't actually know who said that, but I found it on the internet and I thought that seemed really appropriate for a planner. So it's just a little vellum A5 dashboard. This dashboard was a printable that I bought on an Etsy shop called Planarity, which I'll also link below. It's actually, it's a 2-sided dashboard, but I just printed the front here, and I actually used the back at the back of my planner, so you'll see that later. So that was just a cute, cozy little picture to kind of layer and just, give a little aesthetic appeal to the planner. The next thing I have is a 2024 calendar. It's the whole year at a glance. This was just a free Canva template that I printed out on A5 paper. So that was super easy. Then this is the card holder that came with that Moterm set I was talking about. And then these cards were printables that I bought on an Etsy shop called TheMinimaPlanner that I will link. And it was a set of 9 cards on like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So I just printed them out on cardstock and then I cut them out. So they're just like little inspirational quotes, right? So I figured, yeah, they would just be like nice and aesthetic to have in here. Your attitude determines your day, right? Today I will make myself proud. So at the beginning, when I showed you this, this was part of the set as well. So you get 9 cards. Those are kind of cute. Okay, so these clear like frosted dividers I got on Amazon. They were a set of 6 A5 dividers, right, with the 6-hole punch, and I'll link them below as well. And then I made these labels with my label maker. So I have 6 sections in here. They are medical, home and car, kids, pets and plants, travel, and then meals. And so I wanted to, I'm not at all artistically inclined, and I was trying to find like some pretty dashboards to put at the beginning of each section. So I found this amazing Etsy shop called TheMinimaPlanner, and I will link her below. And she had these really beautiful dashboards in like A5 size, but the headings were kind of different. They didn't quite match up to the sections that I wanted to create. So I messaged her just asking like, would it be possible for her to just like change like the headings on the designs? And she totally agreed to do it, which was so amazing of her. And I'm just really thankful because now they kind of match up. I mean, I'm calling this one medical, but I asked her to name this health just because I thought that sounded a little less clinical or whatever. In fact, I might rename this health. But yeah, so she like kind of customized these dashboards for me, and her designs are really, really beautiful. So I'm definitely going to link her shop because yeah, she's also like based out of the Ukraine. And so I'm always like really happy to support a Ukrainian business given, you know, everything that they're going through. Yeah, just really lovely. So each section then has the divider, and then it has a little cover page dashboard thing like that. And then I created these table of contents for each section using a free template on Canva, and I just like changed the text. So in the first section, which is like health and medical information, I have emergency info, doctor info, insurance info, family profiles, and a medical log. And I'm gonna flip through, but I do have to tell you, you're gonna see a lot of sticky notes because I actually started filling these pages out. And before I really, you know, thought about filming this video, and now I'm like, oh, I gotta cover all this stuff up. So please excuse all the sticky notes. Okay, so the first page is emergency information. Now these templates, the next several that you're gonna see, are from Paper Test Designs from her Etsy shop. She has something called a home management planner kit, and I bought the entire kit, and I ended up using quite a few of the templates from that kit. Not all of them, but quite a few of them, because they were just like very useful, and I like that like really clean, simple layout. So in this one, I have put down like our emergency contact information and like, you know, medical information about our kids and the nearest hospital and, you know, their pediatrician and so on. With the idea being that, you know, if anything were to happen to me, God forbid, or my husband, you know, our next of kin would be able to quickly access that information here. So more of that back here, I have like our insurance information, family doctor, you know, where is our first aid kit, where is like our breaker panel, our fire extinguishers, like all of that stuff. Who is our pet sitter, right? Like I have all of this here on one page. So if somebody just needed a quick reference guide, like they could just look at this. Then these are all Paper Test Designs, by the way. Here is where I have doctor's information. I'm obviously not going to show you that, but I will show you what a blank page looks like, right? So doctor's information. I hope you guys can see. I know like the text is super faint and really small, so I don't know how well you can see that, but like this page says doctor, specialty, phone address, notes, right? And you can write up to 4 doctors on one page and have all of their contact information here. Okay, on this page, I just did my own little template here, which is really just like some tables I designed on Google Docs of our insurance information. And it's the same for every family member. So this is like our medical insurance, I have our dental insurance, and I have our vision insurance information here with like all of like the member IDs and stuff. So that's just like a quick reference guide for that. Okay, here I was gonna create like profiles for every family member. So the idea is that here I would put a picture of each family member, right? So like this would be like my profile, right? My picture. And then here I would have like kind of like our basic information, like our date of birth, our blood type, right? Again, this is like for emergency purposes, just to have like a quick reference guide. And then on the back, it's really nice because you can put your allergies, you can put what prescriptions you're on, any medical procedures that you've had in the past, like that can just all be here. And I'm gonna do that for each and every family member, right? So here you can see what like a blank one looks like, allergies, prescriptions with dosage, right? Previous surgeries or treatments, right? All of that can go here. And you can have one for each family member. So that's just a really handy, like medical information at a glance kind of thing. Okay, this is another template that I made myself. It's just, again, like a table on Google Sheets, and I'm calling it 2024 Family Medical Log. This is just where I'm keeping track of like basic appointments for each family member. So I have like the names of my family members here. Our annual exam, our first dental cleaning, second dental cleaning, eye doctor, and flu shot. Like these are just like the basic things that everybody in the family needs to get done once a year. And sometimes I lose track, like, okay, did my kids go to the dentist yet this year? You know what I mean? And I have to go and look it up or like search through my email. So I feel like having this little table is just gonna be a quick reference guide, especially with the flu shots. This is where I start to get a little sloppy towards the fall. I'm like, did everybody get their flu shot? So now I can just keep track of that here. So that's it for health and medical. The second section I have is called home and car. And again, using these dividers, using these beautiful dashboards from TheMinimaPlanner, and then the table of contents, which was the Canva template, and I just customized it. And for this one, the categories that I have are home information, mortgage and taxes, utilities and services, appliances, home insurance, home maintenance, home projects, vehicle info, and vehicle maintenance. So on the first page, okay, so these templates actually are from another Etsy shop called, what are they called? Made for Moving. Sorry, they're called Made for Moving, and I will link them below. And this, I can't remember what this kit was called. It was called like something like home information guide or something like that. I will link it below, but it's like it's a whole kit, and it came with like several different templates, and I only used a handful of them here, but they were nice. I might use some more of them. Like I think they're like a really good kit for keeping track of information about your home, especially if you're a homeowner. So I plan to put a picture of our house here. Haven't done that yet. Right, you put your address, when you purchased your property, square footage, etc. here. And then I haven't even gotten around to filling all of these out yet, so you can see them without any sticky notes on them. This is where I'm going to put information about our mortgage, right? About our tax information. I'll probably try to keep track of like our assessed property value over time to see how it changes. This is for all of our utilities, right? So keep your water, your electric, gas, all the things, right? Internet, cell phone, you can just like keep track of all of your services here with like phone number and stuff. So that's really handy. This is to keep track of your appliances. So I was planning on going room by room, like here would be kitchen appliances, and we would write like the make and model of all of our different appliances. like the model, the date we purchased it, and so on, so that if I ever needed to have any of my appliances serviced, I could just easily reference this and be like, okay, this is the model of refrigerator that we have, and we bought it in 2000 whatever, and like be able to tell whoever's servicing it exactly what it is. And also, like, some of them actually still have warranties, so I'll probably write that down here too. This page is, we're back to the paper test designs templates here. So this was from the Made for Moving kit that I bought, and this was from Paper Test Design. So I mixed and matched different templates here. This is for insurance information, so I'm going to put our homeowner's policy here. And there's like several spaces here. You can put other types of insurance if you want. There's a lot of space here. And then this is a home maintenance log. So in here, I want to keep track of, like, I don't know, when we changed our HVAC filters, or when we did whatever, right? Like all of that stuff that I haven't really written down anywhere. Going forward, I want to actually be able to write down what we did and when we did it. And also like what it cost, and maybe also write down like the vendor that we used or the contractor that we used. This is a cool little template for keeping track of home projects. So I really wish I had these before, because we've had quite a few home projects on this house. And I think it's just really nice to be able to keep track of it somewhere, like when you start the project, when you end it, the budget for the project, to break it down into smaller tasks. Here, I probably would put a picture of the completed project. So like last year, my husband built a fence. So it would have been really fun if I could have like tracked that here. But this year, he's actually talking about building us a deck. So that might be something that I could track on this like a home project page. So I printed out several of these so that I would have them for future projects. And then here is vehicle information. So we're gonna put the make and model of our car, license plate number, our car insurance information, like my husband's driver's license information, my driver's license information, and all of that would be here. And then here is vehicle maintenance log. So this is like for keeping track of like when we got our annual inspection, when we changed our tires, whatever, right? All of that stuff. And our car is getting older now, so it is kind of a good idea to start tracking this, because I anticipate that the car is going to need quite a bit of maintenance going forward. Okay, so now we're on to the third section, which is called Kids. Right. And here is the dashboard from the TheMinimaPlanner. Table of contents. I've got school contacts, extracurricular contacts, babysitter contacts, kids accounts, and weekly activity schedule. And I may think of other things that I want to put in here, but for now, that's what I have. So this is where I've just put down some like teacher information, school principal, guidance counselor, that kind of thing. It's just like a little contacts list, right? So email, phone number, that kind of thing. And then I have more space in the back. This one I'm using for their extracurriculars. So, and they have so many of them. They have like basketball, taekwondo, piano, right? Swimming, chess, right? So all of that information is here, along with like address, phone number, email address, etc. This is where I'm writing down our roster of babysitters that we use and like all of their contact information. And then this is actually so handy, and I don't know why I didn't think of doing this before. This is where I've been writing down the various like accounts, like online accounts that my kids have. Because kids these days like have a whole digital life, and sometimes I lose track. So like they have a Gmail address, each of them, and they have like Google Classroom accounts, and they have like here in New York, the DOE gives you like a DOE email address. So they have like all of that. So I'm just writing down like their usernames and passwords here so I can kind of keep track of them. And then here, this is just, this is like a week on a page template. That's just a free Canva template. It's just Monday through Sunday, 6 a.m. to midnight. And I'm just writing down the kids' like activity schedule. So like their after school stuff, the stuff they have going on the weekends, just so I just have a quick reference of like what our week looks like. And that brings me to sections, where are we? Section 4, which is pets and plants. Right, here is the dashboard, very pretty. And here's the table of contents, pet profiles, plant profiles, and pet sitter contacts. So there is my baby Skipper, my firstborn cat, right? And so I put his name, when he was adopted, right? He's been neutered, blah, blah, blah. He's been microchipped. All of that is here. I've got his vet information back here, and then I still have to fill out this part. This is where I'm going to put like the vaccines that he's received today, right? And then this is our newest kitten. This is Sprite. We just adopted him in January. He's our little baby. And so he hasn't even been neutered yet, but his information will go here, and his vet information and all of his vaccines will go here. And then here is a very similar sort of profile, but for my houseplants. So I just have, I just put pictures in so far. I haven't really filled any of this out yet, but I just thought this was kind of fun for keeping track of my houseplants, and like, for like if I have a house sitter, just for her to know like how much light and water my plants need. Although they're not particularly precious. Some of these plants I've had for years and years and years, and they will survive in almost any condition. But yeah, so I have my pothos, I have my jade, I have my snake plant. This is my Xanadu, I think that's how you say it. My stick plant, which is a really interesting succulent, and my Monstera. And I recently killed one of my houseplants, which I'm really sad about, although it wasn't entirely my fault. My cats had something to do with its demise, but we won't go there. So I may be buying some new houseplants soon. So I printed out lots of extras as I buy new houseplants or replace houseplants. I can put them there. And then this is where I have my cat sitter and house sitter contact information. So that brings us to the 5th section, which is travel. And here I'm going to put our passport information, our global entry information, and our packing list. So I couldn't find like a really pretty printable template for passport information, which I was really surprised that somebody hasn't created this yet. So I just like made my own. It's just really basic. So for each family member, I have our name, passport number, nationality, date of birth, place of birth, sex, date of issue of the passport, and date of expiry of the passport. And I figure it's just nice to have that written down somewhere, just in case you lose your passport. I've never lost my passport, but it's just a good idea to have that written down somewhere. So I have that for every family member. I'll probably do something similar to this for our global entry information. I haven't done that yet. But yeah, it'll just be a little reference guide. This is a packing list, and this is something that I have been using for years and years and years, and I've like made adjustments to it over the years. It is so handy to have a packing list that is like custom for me. Like these are things that I like to take with me when I pack, and instead of having to think about what they are every single time we travel, it's like just all here. Even like things to do before leaving the house I have here. So water my plants, lock the windows and doors, turn down the thermostat, empty the fridge, take out the garbage, get a cat sitter, fill up the cat food and water, scoop the litter, you know what I mean? Like just to have this little checklist. Here's things I take if I'm going on a summer trip, things I take if I'm going on a winter trip. Like it's very comprehensive, this packing list. And so I could like make multiple copies of this and like check things off for each trip. So it's just really handy to have that. And then I did a similar one for my kids. I'm just like covering up their names there, but these are all the things that I need to take when we travel with kids. And you'll notice that a lot of them are literally snacks, because when we go abroad, my kids insist on having like the American brand snacks that they're used to having. So we like have to take a box of Cheerios with us and Oreos with us everywhere we go. So there's that. Okay, so that brings me to the last section, which is meals. And this is what I originally created this planner for, right, was to be like my weight loss planner. So all of that ended up here in this last section. It's just all combined. There's the dashboard, table of contents. I've got my serving sizes, my meal tracker, and my recipes. And I also have like this little thing that I created. So this is just to like visually document my weight loss journey. So this was me on day 1 of my diet. This was me 4 weeks into my diet. Right now I'm 6 weeks into my diet and I've actually lost 10 pounds, which I'm very happy about. But I plan on taking a picture of myself like every 4 weeks. So when I get to 8 weeks, I'll have a picture here, and then 12 weeks here. And I'm really, really hoping that I hit my goal weight after 12 weeks, but we'll see, you know. So that's just kind of been a little visual documentation. I mentioned in the previous video that I did about this planner that the weight loss plan that I'm on is called Optavia. And so they have like these protein serving sizes, right, for the diet. So I just like wrote all that stuff down here to just have, you know, easy reference to it. This is vegetable serving sizes, healthy fats. They even have approved salad dressings. They have recommended serving sizes for condiments, so you're not like going crazy with ketchup or whatever, because there's a lot of sugar in ketchup. And the whole point of the diet is to be like extremely low carb. So all of that is here. My weight loss coach, Angela, who is wonderful, sent me this little cheat sheet. So if you're like out at a restaurant and you can't measure your food on a food scale, you can just kind of estimate like your portion sizes like this. So that's kind of cool. This is just where I've been writing down, like Optavia gives you these, like, they're called fuelings, or like little snacks that you eat. And so these are some of the favorite ones that I've tried. Yeah, and then we're into the meal tracker portion. I created this little dashboard with just a free template on Canva. And I just changed the text to meal tracker. It says, if you keep good food in your fridge, you will eat good food. To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we will not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. And apparently the Buddha said that. So I think I've shown this before, but this is, this bookmark was part of that Moterm set, by the way. But this is like the meal tracker template that I'm using. It was a free template on Canva that I kind of customized. So I keep track of everything I eat during the day, how much water I drink, caffeine, alcohol, how much I sleep, how many steps I got, what exercise I did, and how I'm feeling. And sometimes I also use this piece to like keep track of groceries that I want to buy for the next day. So that's what I've been doing. And then here I have a little Canva template, healthy recipes for people who don't like to cook. That's me. And I've been just writing down some recipes that are like diet friendly. And these recipe cards were also a free Canva template. So I think they're really cute, actually. You can put a picture of your food, which I haven't really done yet, but I have a bunch of these in here for that. And then the very last thing I have is this dashboard, which was the back of the dashboard that is at the front of my planner. So from Planarity, I bought a double-sided dashboard and I printed out the front to put here and I printed out the back to put here. And then I have this plastic lifter that was part of the Moterm thing I bought, and so was this plastic zip pouch. And in here I just have some of these really cute paper clips that look like fountain pen nibs. And I also have some brass like index clips. I think they're Midori. And I got both of these on jet pens. I'll try to link them below. And then the last thing I have in here is just a little field notes. And I've been using this as a weight loss journal. And just trying to write in here every day. It's pretty easy to do since the pages are so tiny that it's, you know, this is one page. It's not hard to fill out. In fact, I'm almost done with this one. Just writing about how my, you know, weight loss is going. So that's in there. And then this is just a little mild liner that I keep here. So that is everything in my home management planner. So far, I'm really loving it, and I'm just so happy with it. And I'm just so happy to be getting the most use out of this enormous chunky A5 rings organizer, because it really is high capacity. And I figure, you know, let me use it for something useful. And, you know, this is something that's going to live at home. It doesn't have to go anywhere with me. So it's okay if it's heavy and chunky. And yeah, I'm loving it. I'm actually wondering how I didn't have one of these like all this time. I've been a mom for like 10 years, and it never occurred to me to put all of this like important information in one place. I would always be scrambling like to, you know, like what's my kid's social security number? And, you know, what is our car, like, you know, driver, what is our license plate number? Like I can never memorize this stuff, right? So I'd be like scrambling and looking in 10 different places to find this stuff, and now it's just all right here. And yeah, it's kind of amazing. I'm extremely happy with this organizer, and I hope it gave you some ideas if you wanted to create something similar. And like I said, I will try to link everything I mentioned below, so if you wanted to create something similar, you would be able to. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you'll subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.